Hello and welcome to your tropical update for Tropical Storm Fiona.
Be sure to subscribe if you find this informative.
Let's start. Hurricane conditions are expected across Puerto Rico throughout Sunday and Sunday night and the U.S. Virgin Islands from tonight into Sunday due to the westerly track Tropical Storm Fiona is currently making.
Although Fiona has for the most part passed the Leeward Islands, tropical storm conditions are still affecting portions of the islands and it'll continue to do so until later tonight. Tropical storm conditions will reach the Dominican Republic by Sunday night. Looking at the watches and warnings. Hurricane warnings are up for the entirety of Puerto Rico with hurricane watches as well as tropical storm watches for the northeast coast of Dominican Republic. There are also hurricane watches up for the U.S. Virgin Islands.
You may be thinking why Puerto Rico is under a hurricane watch when Fiona is a tropical storm so close to the island. We have to zoom into the forecast cone, right by Puerto Rico.
Where at this stage the NHC are forecasting Fiona to strengthen into a hurricane just before making landfall or just passing Puerto Rico to the west, which would mean Puerto Rico getting impacted by a hurricane, not a tropical storm.
That's why Puerto Rico and indeed Dominican Republic are under the hurricane category of watches and warnings, and not tropical storm. Looking at the latest satellite imagery from Fiona shows a much healthier storm with the steady build-up of thunderstorms around the center.
Throughout pretty much all of Fiona's lifetime it has been successfully fighting off the dry air around it, and now the storms as wrapped storms around the center. The storm looks likely to start strengthening faster in the next few hours and days. Heavy rains from Tropical Storm Fiona will start to impact Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic through Sunday.
But it is in Puerto Rico where considerable flooding could likely lead to flash floods, urban flooding and mudslides, particularly in areas of higher terrain.
As for rainfall amounts in the next 72 hours. Places in the pink can expect more than 20 inches of rain, with places in the red can see more than 14 inches, with orange being more than 10 and the yellow areas more than 4 inches. Storm surge with this system should not be extreme, but for low-lying coastal areas of Puerto Rico should prepare for surge values of 1 to 3 feet, especially along the southern coast as the storm passes by, to allow the southerly winds to increase by Sunday evening.
For the future track after impacting Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic.
Fiona will continue to move to the northwest and is forecast to continue to strengthen.
The Bahamas and especially the Turks and Caicos Islands. After the Turks and Caicos the forecast gets uncertain. But what's looking more likely at this stage is we see a strengthening system north and east of the Bahamas, possibly a category 2 to 3 at this stage. But this aspect of the forecast still remains to be seen, and over the next few days we will get the details to make an accurate forecast for you. But as always, I will keep you posted on the progression of Tropical Storm Fiona during her life in the Atlantic Basin. Until then, see you soon.